Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
You look like the 4th of July.
Welcome to Customer States Podcast, where we're talking about everything and anything, and sometimes not, about the automotive industry. I'm Eric Montenegro, your host for the evening.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Our hostess with the mostest.
That's right. I've been doing this a long time. And to my left is the warranty admin who's been doing this a long time.
Hi, I'm Allie Paul. I'm the warranty administrator and ID4 specialist because it doesn't seem like I work on anything else anymore.
Did you ever get mics fixed?
No, because there was an issue with the customer bringing it back in or something.
No, you told me that it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks. So
No, I didn't. I told you to call John.
And that person told me that it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks. So I had it repaired at another dealership.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, so...
Okay.
Who are you?
Okay, I said, I'm Allie Paul, and I'm the warranty administrator, and to my left...
my
featuring
God.
a very special guest. Very special guest
Our
today.
crackables.
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah. That is.
I need to satiate
sell the
my
bell.
thirst.
Thank you. Hashtag sell the bell.
Citrus lime, what the fuck?
Do you want the
it's
spicy
delicious.
vanilla?
Wait, who is that? Who just said that?
Well, to my left is...
Who said what?
Citrus lime, what the fuck?
Who's that?
Who is that?
Who is it?
It's me.
It's you. Who are you?
It's me.
It's Daddy Jake.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm the problem. It's me.
The man who needs very
No
little introduction. Hi, everybody.
The legendary voice himself.
It's me. It's Jake. I'm the problem. It's me. I'm
I'm the service rider. It's me.
Yeah. I'm a service advisor. What's the other thing? Professional.
Pen clicker, chair swiveler.
No, not that. Professional bitch.
Dick sucker. Oh, no, that's me.
Oh,
Technician secretary.
That's it. Yeah. Well, professional bitch. Either way.
that's Eric.
To my left is Hatman.
Hi, Hatman.
Hi.
Hot man, do.
Hello, how are you guys?
How do you do?
My name is Mike Sarah. I wear many hats at the dealership. I do a lot of different things.
You do?
We are going to move forward with this.
Okay. Allie.
Okay, so I have a story that I think you guys will all really appreciate. But
was
it
that?
is not.
What was what?
Was that the doorbell?
Was that the? Oh, it's a special guest.
Hello? Somebody is here.
Who could that be?
Who could that be?
We're coming.
Who could
Are you
it
coming? We're
be
coming.
now?
Candygram.
That was bad, you guys. Oh, we need to set up another microphone.
Note Mike's devious laugh. Who is it?
Who is that?
Hi.
Allie. Scoot.
Welcome to the podcast. Long time no see.
Right?
Yeah, it's been forever.
I come bearing gifts.
Oh, he does.
Cookies.
He brought a lair.
Hello.
Cranberry orange soft top cookies from
And Topo Chukus.
Oh. I think those are kitty drinks for you guys.
This will do, though.
Sounded delicious.
This will
Oh,
do.
that hurt, and people saw it.
I'm going that way.
Excuse us while we accommodate our guest.
Reposition.
Oh, you're making my microphone do funny things.
You'll be fine.
You do realize the listeners are skipping over all this right now.
Or it's getting edited out.
Yeah.
Edit.
Mike's creative with editing.
Am I moving over?
No. Who wants to sit somewhere?
Well, Kira's already in the middle, so.
I moved over. Hi.
Hi, Cody.
This is not going to work. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Glass
dogs can go
to
outside.
contact.
What's up, dude?
Hello.
Do you have
wanna
dogs,
insert my
Kier?
big
I have a dog
into
and
the
was
open
pregnant cat.
space. There we go. We're
What
good. Thank
happened
you.
to the
It's fine. I just had to
kittens?
fold the leg.
I think 4 out
We're
of
good.
5 made it.
Thank you.
Are they all spoken for?
We're foster.
Okay. Because if you want to find a home for one of them, I'm available.
Jake's like, really?
When did that happen?
Right? Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Everybody, it's Kerr.
His headphones, yes.
Yep, we're good.
We will bring him in now.
We really should have set that up ahead of time, but we forgot.
That's okay.
Oh, it's all
It
good.
was set up, just we didn't have the guest here.
So, for those of you who are wondering, we have our good friend Kier here joining us for the
Kier.
first time on the podcast.
Let's get some volume from you.
Hello.
Testes. Testes
check.
nuts.
Can you hear yourself, Kier?
I always hear myself.
That's scary.
Right now, specifically, can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody good? We're
Yes. Awesome.
Welcome to Customer States Podcast, where we do things live on air.
Indeed.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
Right.
Slight delay.
I want to hear about Allie's peach.
Okay.
Chiz.
Peaches.
So
Yeah, we're doing this.
once again, this is not an automotive related story. However, I'm really glad you're here, Kier, because
Here.
you guys will like this story. Well, or whatever. Anyways, so Jake and I have a fruit tree in our backyard. We have a peach tree. And it's only about 3 years old. So it doesn't have a ton of fruit, but it has a good amount of fruit, right? And the squirrels,
And birds.
these
My favorite.
motherfuckers, have been taking a bite of the fucking peach right before they're ready and drop them on the floor. There's peaches everywhere. I have to pick them up all the time.
Peaches.
Exactly. And so Jake procured a BB gun.
Procured a BB gun.
A BB gun.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard that
It
correctly.
is a BB gun. It is safe. There's a hill that faces that's behind the peach tree, so shooting at it is fairly safe. There's no one up there. And Jake is trying to kill the squirrels. Not kill the squirrels. Terribly aim the squirrels.
That's essentially killing them.
Remove the squirrels.
Yes. Eradicate the squirrels.
There we go.
And
It's been eradicated.
he's shooting and he's trying to get it zoned in, and it's not
BB gun
working.
is such a piece of shit.
It's like my
you got a Red
dad's
Ryder
old
or
BB gun.
something?
No, it's like a handgun,
Just shoot your eye out, kid.
one. It's very large.
That's what she said.
It's so big. Anyways,
Oh, my.
so he's shooting it and he's shooting at it,
And
but it's not making contact. It's in the tree, it's eating the peaches while he's shooting at it.
Right. Yep. It's like
And
taunting you.
So I run over and I'm like, fuck this. I am going to scare the squirrel away. So it goes up into the oak tree, and Jake and I are looking up at the squirrels.
Well, not specifically. You went, oh, look, there's one right above us.
And I noticed there was one directly above me. At which point I started feeling unseasonal moisture.
Oh, no.
And I have squirrel peas now because
Wow.
a squirrel peed directly on me. This has never happened in my lifetime.
I
didn't
imagine
know
that's not happened in a lot of people's lifetimes.
Well, thank God I wasn't looking up at the time that it decided to evacuate its bladder.
Is it better to get peed on by a squirrel or get bitten the F up by a squirrel?
I think it's
You
better
tell
to
us.
get peed on because all I did was take a shower.
Yeah, I didn't know
wish
you were
I
into
could've showered
golden
myself.
showers.
I didn't know either. And I was so fucking pissed the whole night. I was just like, that squirrel did that on purpose. It knew exactly what it was doing. And it, like, I swear to God, it, like, scooched over the top of me.
Scooched.
It was aiming. Anyways, that's my peach story.
Wow, we appreciate that.
So you're saying
We
the squirrel
appreciate that.
had better aim than Jake?
Oh, wow.
Shots fired.
At that point, yes.
There were many shots fired, all missed.
All right. Well, I have something funny to tell.
Oh.
Tateo?
To tell.
Do tell.
It's actually a joke.
Ooh.
Who cooks in a lesbian relationship?
The woman.
Neither. They all eat out.
Yep. Well done, dear. Well done.
Before we continue on, because we already did our introductions, we didn't do Kier's introduction. So in case you haven't heard,
Kier, who are you? Come on, get.
I'm getting maimed. But at least she's not barking at me.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm Kier. I was a service advisor for many, many years. I am a service director now, going on 2 years. For the Dodge Ram brand, basically, and find it extremely challenging, but it's also rewarding. You know, I tried to recruit some other people that were here, was unsuccessful. Not naming names, not pointing fingers. But directly looking at them,
Jacob,
Man.
Jacob
was unsuccessful in that one, but I did get another.
Huh?
What?
what?
Who did you get?
Who did you get?
Do you want to know?
Montenegro. Surprise!
What?
What? Okay, so for those of you who are a little slow, I have.
I can't drop this because it's connected to a thing right now. But are you effing kidding me?
I am no longer with Ford Motor Company. I am not. You're never gonna find the right one. I am now. Yeah. I figured that was coming. I now work with Kier at Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep.
What the fuck are you doing there?
Being a
Being a
mechanic.
technician.
A technician?
He's crushing it, is what he's doing.
Are you certified?
He's
getting there.
certifiable.
Is that important?
He has exemptions. He's been a good boy and done all his training that he needs to do to work and get.
When did this happen?
It's
Is that why you didn't call me for the tool?
yes.
He no longer needs that. The Ford tool doesn't work on a day.
Understand that I wanted it to be a surprise, and I wanted you to see the silver lining of how close I am to you now. So, hello.
It's like finding
I'm
out.
back.
It's like finding out your parents got divorced.
But see, I thought in my mind it was going to be a good thing because I'm close to you again.
It's great. I honestly, I really am very excited because now that I know that when I go over to grab my sandwich every day, that I can
right
also
there.
harass you as
can.
well, in addition to Kier.
Yeah.
So that's great.
I am right there.
Good news.
Yes.
Initially, I thought this is what it sounds like when doves cry. When I saw the blank stare was priceless.
I have never heard of such craziness in my life.
I wanted to try.
I'm very happy for you, Eric.
Thank you. I wanted to try my luck in a different brand, and fortunately, there was a position for me.
Oh, there's always a position for you.
Yeah, doggy style. But
Whoa. Koa.
Kier was able to accommodate me, and I moved right in and inherited 2 clusterfucks.
As of course is tradition.
Yes.
That's his tradition.
That's the baptism by fire right there.
It really was. And that you know what, since I'm already there, I left it for the end, but I'll just touch on it real quick now. This segment is titled "Oh the Fuckery."
Oh, the fuckery.
Oh the fuckery. So I inherited 2 diesel trucks from the previous technician.
Stop it, Koa.
One is a 1500, and the other one is a 2500. The 1500 was getting an engine. So I get there and I'm ready to move my toolbox and whatnot and stuff in, and I'm chatting with Kier. And he goes, I love telling this story, by the way. I've told it so many times. He goes, oh, I need you to button up that 1500 in there. That's your first job. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, you know where your bay's at. And so he lets me walk off. Okay, so I go start walking down over to my bay. And I look inside, and there's a 1500 pickup backed in, cab off the chassis, completely in the air, and a brand new engine just sitting in the cradle.
Well, half the job's done, right?
Mind you, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, where are all the bolts and nuts and stuff?
That's the thing.
They were all there.
It's
they
this
were all
pile
there for
over
that
here
one.
that's been scattered around by the cleanup crew.
Now, mind you,
The what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We're not bougie like you guys.
No.
From
Hard to call
one
that
mom and pop
bougie.
to another.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So, I have worked on these products before, just not these ones specifically. And so I had to figure out how it goes back together, but in the process, I found on the new engine a snapped off exhaust stud in the turbo. And so I went to go extract that with my stud remover, and it snapped the remaining amount of the stud off in the turbo.
Whamp, whamp.
On
That's
the
a technical foul.
brand new turbocharger.
I don't think the factory was to blame on that.
It was not. It was somebody over tightened the nut and snapped off the stud. So that took about 3 hours to extract, and I was able to save it. And I didn't have to helicoil it.
What does Fiat Automotive Chrysler Group or whatever you guys
Fiat
go
is
as,
not a thing anymore.
It
buy?
is. Just not with us.
Oh, right.
What
You guys got rid of Fiat?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, years ago.
I didn't hear. I
Hard to sell a
completely.
car.
Just
Hard to
his
sell
location.
a car that we don't
Just
have
his location.
cars.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we turned the franchise back.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was one of the fuckeries. The other part of that truck was that the running boards were crushed by the lift when he lifted the cab off. The custom aftermarket power running boards were crushed. And one of the
Times two.
brackets was ripped out of the body and took the nuts with it. Mm-hmm. So now it has to go to the body shop. Oh, and the cab was caved in because of where it was lifted at on the back side of it.
Jesus Christ.
And so this person has been blackballed from the industry. I'm hoping.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes. They're no longer there.
Yeah.
And so real quick on the other truck,
Oh,
Is this the one with or without Rainbow Jesus?
this is the Rainbow Jesus, truck. Yeah, this is the Rainbow Jesus truck. So it's affectionately called Rainbow Jesus.
okay.
So this one wasn't in the stall, but the transmission was on the bench. So that's cool. Along with the new flex plate, flywheel, pressure plate, and clutch. And the throwout bearing retainer is also sitting on the bench because they're of the 3 bolts that hold the throwout bearing retainer in the bell housing. One of the holes has been drilled out way oversized. Way oversized.
Been drilled out.
Oversized.
Okay.
Because once again, the bolt was
Hand
over.
motions are being made.
She's a gaper.
Yes, it was a gaping hole because again, the bolts were over tightened and snapped off in the transmission case. So he tried to drill it out and he went way too big. And there was still a chunk of it left in there. So I had to extract that broken chunk that was in there and then go over even more so that I could get a helicoil in there and find another random bolt that would fit in that wasn't too tall so that the throwout bearing wouldn't hit it.
I'd be helicoiling a helicoil.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
There's more.
But look, there's more. Hold on. This one had a laundry list.
Oh, the fuckery.
So I moved to the second hole, right? And I started.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
I had the choice of 3. So I went to the second hole and started to thread in the new bolt in there. And it stops halfway. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And so I look inside, and there is the tail end of the bolt snapped off all the way in the back.
Too many Ugga-Duggas.
So I had to extract that one. I got it out, no issues. So I'm like, great. Slap that retainer on there, and I go to start. I even torqued the bolts, Michael. I went to go
To spec.
torque the bolts to spec, and the one with the helicoil did just fine. The other two just kept spinning in the threads. So then I had to draw out those two holes and put helicoils in those as well. Okay, great. Trans is ready to go in, right? This is fantastic. Throw out bearings in, the forks in. We are ready to go back in. And Michael is looking at us strange.
We just lost video for a second. It looks like
Okay. So Trans is ready
Is
to
she
go
chewing
in.
on both ends of the cord?
I think she is.
Don't you put your shame upon me, sir.
She is. So Trans is ready to go in. I'm pulling it onto the Trans jack and looking for my hardware.
What's a trans jack?
And ooh, funny. And I get it. Yeah, I have my own personal Trans jack.
Oh, fair enough.
He knows where it is at all times.
I have my own personal Trans jack. And I'm looking for the hardware, and I'm looking for the hardware, and there's no fucking hardware. There's no bell housing bolts. There's no flywheel to adapter bolts. There's no pressure plate to flywheel bolts. Nothing. All right, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm ready to order, I think it was something like 28 new bolts. Cool. And then luckily my wonderful service director reached out to the previous technician. Long story short,
Yes.
They
We're
were-
not worthy.
they were in the previous technician's toolbox at his house. So he brought them back the next day at the end of the day. So I'm now 2 days.
What, in like a Ralph's grocery bag or something like that?
Yes, it was a Ziploc bag.
I can
Not
appreciate
sponsored.
that.
Yeah.
Written on the side, important.
It did have a note on the side. I'm not going to
Did
go
it
into
say
that.
fuck you?
To this
No.
car.
No. Okay, cool. So let me rewind a little bit. When we were pushing it in, okay, the technician not only did he not remove the drive shaft from the rear differential, he let it drag on the ground when he pushed the truck out.
How many pieces is that drive shaft?
It's a 2-piece drive shaft with a slip yoke in the middle. So it made it out to the parking lot just fine. But when I was under there trying to strap up the drive shaft because we were going to push it in, right, I noticed that, yeah, pretty much, the slip yoke slipped out. So the 2-piece drive shaft, the one 2-piece drive shaft now became 2 separate pieces, but the boot was still holding it together. All right, cool. So I strapped that bitch up.
That's what she said.
And we went to push it in, but because the 2 pieces were already separated, the tail end started spinning and the front side did not because it wasn't slipped
Yeah,
to the
it
other
was
side.
just in the
and it just ripped the boot apart.
Boot. Oh.
So
Nobody likes a torn boot.
No, torn boots are bad. So I was able to save it. We got a new boot with new clamps. I greased that bitch up, slapped it back together. I got it all put back together and out of my bay in a day, and that bitch ran perfectly.
Did you eat some hay over by the bay?
I did.
Just may.
Yeah.
He is gay.
Well, hashtag sell the bell, motherfuckers. And that is the extent of the fuckery that I have inherited.
So far.
So far.
Far.
Do me a favor, your microphone from the bottom and the cradle. Hold the cradle. Hold the cradle. Yes, and then push the microphone up.
Oh,
Yeah, a little
I
bit
like
more.
this.
A little bit more.
I'm about to come.
There we go.
There it is. Hey.
I'm gonna come.
And he came. That was a lot. Goodness. Anyways,
I'm gonna nap.
I have enjoyed.
Do you need a cigarette?
I need a cigarette after that. I have thoroughly enjoyed working for Kier the past 2 weeks.
I'm just really glad that Kier finally has a qualified technician.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I know.
I think we do have a few good ones there.
You know what? The guys are all great. Everyone's been really nice. Every single person who I have walked by when I was new has said hi to me and introduced themselves. Every single person. Nobody, there's that awkward time where you just walk by because you don't know the person
Yeah.
and just kind of pull out your phone and no, everybody has stopped to say hello.
That's cool.
Even parts?
No, well, we're not going to go into that.
I mean, you're not a stranger to introducing yourselves in new places because you just went to a new dealership recently, and now you're back at another new dealership.
What? No, you make it sound like I'm a whore.
Well,
Smooches.
Fuck all of you.
Speaking of which, did that one technician actually clean up that pile when we were there the other day? Or did he let the quote wind take care of it?
Oh,
I
the
assisted
one that
with
was
that.
blowing out.
Yeah, I assisted with that.
Yeah, you did. Kier
That's a
ended up
good
being
manager.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Kier is very, very, very hands-on in the shop.
Good.
I mean, he helps push in cars. You need help throwing a trans in a truck, he'll help you do that. It does not matter. He does it all. He is very active.
That's why
and
we would have worked
involved.
good together.
Yeah.
High voltage battery packs.
Yep.
we did
Throw
2
him
of
that
those.
in the Wrangler. Yep, he does that too. Fantastic. I'm thoroughly enjoying my new position. Any hoozle.
It's okay.
I got a fun visit.
Did you? From who?
Like we visited you guys.
Ooh.
But we got a visit from a bar agent.
Excellent. Unannounced?
Unannounced. That wanted to talk to little old me.
Why?
Why?
Well,
Which customer? Have we talked about the customer?
we have not talked about this
In
customer.
which way did you hurt Debbie?
Fuck. I would have
Show
just,
us on
I
the
would have just
skull
told him
where
it's like,
Debbie
dude,
hurt
just give me
you.
the deposition, just bring me to fucking court right now. I will testify against
I
this
will
bitch.
tell you that yes, I did mess her
Yes,
up. Yeah.
exactly. So, one of our old parts associates that used to work in VW, who now works for the city of yada yada, he had a buddy that had an issue at a third-party shop where allegedly the car had a bolt that snapped from the timing chain tensioner, which is very weird with the particular year and model of this car. Does not happen. These cars don't have timing issues. Period. I don't care how many fucking miles are on these. They just don't, unless you neglect the vehicle. The vehicle was not neglected. So he brings it in. He wants us to double check their work. The car is out of timing. They drove it. And with these cars, with the PCMs, how they adjust, if the timing's off, PCM will adjust. Usually you'll go for anywhere between 15 to 25,000 miles before the check engine light comes on for a timing code. Sure enough, it did. They drove it for about 15, 25,000, whatever the exact number was.
That's like a year of driving.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
See, here's the thing. She travels a lot for work, so it was actually like 4 months.
Oh my
busy. I'm
god.
super busy.
Right,
insane
so
amount of driving still.
the problem is, though, which also kind of threw this into its own little bit of fuckery, is the fact that the car was running roughish, but without that check engine light, if that car's light...
Roughish.
Yeah, if that car's check engine light would have been off with the amount of miles that it had on it to begin with, which was like 160K, it feels like a car that has 160,000 miles. It just feels a little off, but it's... You go, okay, it's age. This thing's just beat to shit. And without that light, so I can somewhat understand, but also being in the industry, you should have brought it in a lot sooner. But anyways, car comes in, check engine lights on. We check it, number one, it's got a timing code, go figure. Pending, so it's flashed at certain points, or stored, excuse me. And then they have a catalyst below efficiency, make one.
Oh, and they need a cat. Cool.
So my best tech, one of my best techs,
Freddie.
he
He worked on my car.
he basically goes, he's like, pointing at this with my experience, if you want my true honest answer, because we told the guy, you want the real answer, we have to tear this down. We got to crack into it. We have to see how many teeth it's off by, yada, yada. You guys know the whole story. The guy said, I'm going to try and go back to the shop and have them pay for it. Totally understand. We let him know there is a possibility that the shop did something incorrectly. If it's off timing, if they did it right within 25,000 miles, unless something was fucked up, there's no way this car is going to jump timing. No fucking way. First. Second, we also said there is a possibility that because it is jump timing and the PCM is dumping way more fucking fuel, it's a possibility your cat was plugged.
Yep.
You had age leading up to it to begin with, so that didn't help the situation, but there's a possibility that your cat is plugged due to this. So 2.5 months later, bar agent shows up.
Nice.
Sure as shit, the other shop is saying, fuck you guys, you're out of your mind, you have no idea what you're talking about. So the bar agent wants to talk to me, wants to talk to Freddie, wants to talk to the service manager. Totally fine. Bar agent goes, well, since you said possibly could be due to the other shop, you guys have basically implemented yourself into this, yada, yada, yada. He goes, in the future, if you guys want to avoid this, he's like, you don't have to mention it.
Only state what you see.
Only state what you see, but also at the exact same time, Freddie steps up and he's like, nuh-uh, not in this situation. I get it. It's either way. So I told him, sure enough, and 99.9 and 9/10%, there's no fucking way that I would have written any of that down for that. But it was also because this guy's a close friend to another employee. We just told him, hey, we'll give you a good deal. Fuck it. Just go get your $1,400 back or whatever they'll give you. Wash it. Leave it alone. He decided to fight.
Cool.
Which we also at the point of agreement when it was like this, he's like, we told him, don't fight. Let this go. We will, you get friends and family. You are going to get $4,500 worth of work done for like 18. Just fucking take it. Wash your hands. Let your daughter take her car. Unfortunately not. So either way, bar agent comes. He tells me, he's like, look, he's like, even though it's a friend, super nice guy. Usually bar agents are fucking dick bags. And, you know, you give them a badge and they all high and mighty. This guy really cool. He's been a service manager, service advisor. He's been a tech. So he's like, look, I get it. He's like, bottom of the totem pole is a service advisor. He's like, you guys get fucked. He's like, so I get it, but, you know, he gives me a little bit of advice, and I say, sure, of course, I'll take it to heart. No problem. I can eat crow. That's fine. Freddie tells him what he needs, and he leaves. So that was my visit. Now we'll see if I am...
And you kind of had your guard down because of the person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we'll see if I'm... The bar agent said realistically, because of the way that it's written and what was done, he's like, me probably won't be subpoenaed. He looked at Freddie and goes... You might be subpoenaed. So
is it going legal? Did they're actually going legal with it?
They're going legal with it.
Wow.
Yep. So we'll see what happens because
To
once
the other shop, though, right? You guys are implicated.
correct.
Okay.
We did tell the bar agent because he's like, look, I don't want you to contact the customer right now. He's like, let me do my job. And if it comes to it, you can contact him. But he's like, let me see if I can calm the fucking guy down. See, because the other shop, basically, like we said originally, the other shop's like, we don't want to fucking deal with this. We're going to follow tooth and nail that we didn't fuck anything up.
Yeah.
But the shop goes, look, we'll give you 70% of your fucking money back. And then you can go to the other shop and they can fix. Realistically, what we think's going to happen is that he'll get his money. He'll bring it to us. We'll crack it open, prove the fact that it's jump timing.
Oh, okay. You can prove that it's jump timing, but you can't really prove that it was the other shop that did it.
The other shop was the last one to touch it. It hadn't seen another shop.
You worded that incorrectly. What he's saying is that he'll prove that timing was set up incorrectly initially.
Okay.
Not that it jumped timing, because he said earlier that these engines do not jump timing.
Right.
Period, unless the engine has been neglected.
Okay.
So.
And that's exactly what Freddie told the agent. He's like, 35 years doing this, working on thousands of these cars, and he's like, it has never happened. Not saying it hasn't out there somewhere, but he's like, with how many I've worked on these, he's like, it doesn't happen.
Right.
He's like, if you want us to crack this open and I can prove it's off by a couple of teeth, I'll be more than happy to. The other thing, and then we'll jump out of this and go to break. With this year, really any Mazdas, because they're temperamental fuckheads, if you do the timing chain, replace the fucking VVT. They're sensitive as fuck. This shop did not, which is a fucking red flag. You want to see it jump timing? Don't replace the VVT because they implode internally.
Well, there's something right there.
But I got a deal.
Yeah.
About
They were cheaper.
Yep.
I know a guy that can do it for cheaper.
Right.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
So, real quick before we go thank our gracious sponsors, what group of people never get angry?
Group of people never get angry.
Hare Krishna people. What are those people?
Yogis.
Nomads.
Oh my fuck.
Oh my god.
I've got one more. I've got one more before break.
And with that, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Q Bruce Vane. There he is.
There he is with his sweet, sweet tunes.
Thank you to Nick Lowridge from Matco Tools. It's so good to see you again, Nick.
I waved at you, Nick. Did you see me?
For taking my money today, Nick.
Yes, and the Milwaukee products. We appreciate that about you.
Justice Brothers products. They are awesome.
And who supplies them?
Well, I'd mention his name if I got pens.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't deserve recognition. No, that is not Nick Lowridge. That's Travis Ferris.
Sorry. Was not paying attention. I was in my own world. Miles away. Sorry.
Wait, what about Ray Moon?
Ray Moon?
Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
The Guac Man.
The Guac Man.
Supplying us with very delicious guac.
We'll be black.
No, we'll
That
be
sounded
back.
just white.
Oh, no.
Ding ding.
Be BRB.
Y'all want to hear a joke about a submarine?
Oh, God.
Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Yes.
Somebody has to keep your blood pressure high.
Well done.
Oh my god, so much gusto. It's scared kid. Seems like a scared kid. What the fuck was that? What was that?
What the fuck?
It was
Who did
Eric.
that?
It was Eric.
No, it wasn't.
Did you soundboard me?
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Yeah. Did you soundboard
Thank
me?
you.
Play it again for the people in the back.
I did not consent to this.
Tim.
You signed a waiver when you walked through the door.
I signed my life away when I started this podcast.
This is public domain.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, bitches.
Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you for the sponsors and
Thank you to N4.
Yeah, thank you. I'm upset about the
I need a snack.
I am a little bit hungry.
You're a snack.
Yeah.
You're a whole
This bitch is a
meal.
full fucking meal. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
You know, like my snappies?
Snaps for you.
So.
Where do you eat your snacks?
Well, I don't eat them in the... Let me tell you a story.
Oh, we're listening. You have our attention.
So.
Please, Mike.
Today.
Oh.
There we go.
My bad. Michael came without telling us.
Oh, watch out. Careful, it's my couch. Don't gush on my couch. This time.
It's none of your business.
Goosh.
Mine didn't spooge.
So, I had to go to the restroom, as one has to do during work. Why not get paid for it?
Yeah.
That happens. Yeah.
Why not get paid for it? And so, it was just a short job. Nothing big.
What's that saying I tell you?
Oh,
Boss makes a dollar. I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Mm-hmm.
So, right before I went into the small office, if you will.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
That was perfect.
Mm-hmm. One of my coworkers had left, and this particular coworker has been struggling with an ailment recently. Their gout has been acting up, and they were actually gone for a little while, and he came back today, and he had exited before I had entered, and it was
the passage.
There was an aroma.
Yeah.
When you have gout, your body hates you.
So I sit down. And
the seat's still warm.
Minding my own business. I put an ass gasket, so don't worry.
Semi-warm.
And I don't know if I've mentioned this on this podcast before, but our dealership is really old. So like the part where there's the toilet paper holder, there's like a little shelf and there's an ashtray inside of it.
that definitely dates it.
It is fucking dated.
Legitimately. It's like when you sit on the plane and you see those little ashtrays and you're like, God, how fucking old is this plane?
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Is it going to get me across the Atlantic?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not flying this weekend. It's okay.
Oh, there won't be any ashtrays. Don't look for that.
Oh, hold on. Who are you flying with?
Piedmont.
Some pilot, I would hope.
The airline, jackass.
I honestly, I don't know.
What's the crappy one?
All of them?
Valeris, Spirit.
I think it's
Spirit.
Southwest.
Spirit
I think
is
it's
trash.
Southwest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Southwest.
So I sit down and I'm minding my own business, and I happen to glance over to the ashtray toilet paper holder and notice a quarter of a pizza crust
Wow.
on the little shelf.
What did it taste like?
Yeah, fuck you. I was just like, okay. So what if two things happened in my mind? We're eating secret bathroom pizza.
Where does pizza come from?
Because as I walk down the stairs to go have my break with Jake, I noticed that in the sales office,
Your break with
there's a
Jake.
Papa John's pizza in the sales office. So I was like, well, someone...
And Mr. Gout's having secret bathroom pizza.
I don't.
I
It's
wonder
either
where the
secret
gout
bathroom
comes
pizza
from.
or you're eating, like you were eating a pizza and then
you
you're like,
realized
uh-oh.
the urge
And then
hit
you
you.
have to go to the bathroom and he said it. So was he going to eat it after he said it there? Or was he going to throw... I have so many questions.
Well, can we get him on the show?
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No. No.
My question is co-ed bathrooms?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm trying to wrap
It's
my
in
head
the
around
office.
that.
It's in the main office.
Gender equal bathroom.
That's right.
If it's in the showroom, separate, but office
Separate
upstairs,
but equal.
both sides, it's one. I love the executive bathroom on the Mazda side.
oh, yeah. We call it the executive bathroom.
That's a nice bathroom, man. It's a nice
They don't
bathroom.
have those.
So there's a bathroom in the used car dealership portion of my building, which is only occupied by one human at this time. So I would consider that the executive bathroom.
Yep.
It's far away from everyone.
Like,
Yep.
it's worth it to walk an extra, like, however many yards it is to the private bathroom.
Yes. 100%. So
Go up the stairs or whatever you have to do. Anyways, so that was bathroom snacks. That happened today. Moments before.
It happened to Da.
Ta-da.
I don't even know.
Ivanka called me and called me and talking like that.
Oh, really?
She's like, hi, bestie.
What are you gonna do?
Because she had just listened to that episode.
So
funny.
speaking
Which is going to drop.
No, it's already dropped.
Yes,
Otherwise, she wouldn't have
Dropped
heard
last
it.
2
Friday.
weeks ago.
So since this is a massive accident, gonna go on this car crash story. I had two separate
No, he didn't have an accident. He did make it to the bathroom.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Well, good.
I guess. I had two. That's mine.
Fuck you.
I had two separate instances, same day, of two customers, two separate Mazdas. The first one was the young lady. A dog ran out in front of her. She swerved, missed the dog. Yes, Mike, the dog lived. And
Lord.
she ran into center divider or whatever she called it, but she hit the right side of the car very fucking hard. Lower control arm's fucked, rear control arm's fucked, sway bar links are fucked, alignment's fucked, every code under the fucking face of the sun is on. So we go into that, we send it to her. She decides that she doesn't want to put in the work to send the quote that I emailed her to insurance to get it covered.
What?
So I'm like, did you not, was it a dog? Did you?
Did you
Were you
hit it in
inhibited?
person?
Did something else happen here? So I told her, I'm like, I can't legally stop you from driving the car out of here, but know that your paperwork will say everywhere on there you shouldn't drive it. And we
Huge
take
disclaimer.
no responsibility. As long as you're okay with that and you take no offense, this has nothing to do with you, but I have to
a
cover my ass.
liability.
So she took that. And then the other car was something similar, another young lady. she was driving behind some city truck, whatever, and a wheelbarrow or something fell off of it, and she wasn't paying attention and ran over said piece of equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is not our friend who drives the red car.
Huh? No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I forgot about that. I'll tell that third. So, the dad calls me. Well, actually, he called one of my salesmen first. The salesman tells me, hey, this is going to be here, towed in. Here's the dad's number. When it shows up, give him a call.
Why'd they call sales? It's weird.
I don't know.
He says he knows him.
So,
Okay.
car gets towed in, drops it. I asked the tow truck driver, does it drive? He goes, oh, yeah, it drives. Okay. So he drops it. I hop in. I start it. Mazdas are fairly quiet. Start it, and it's just, oh. I'm like, oh, somebody pierced the exhaust. So call the dad. He kind of gives me a rundown. He goes, well, when she was driving it, or when I was driving it, he's like, I'm getting this really nasty metallic sound unless I throw it into neutral, and then it goes away. So he's like, I think it's the trans. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So we lifted in the air. It pierced the front bit of the exhaust, so new three-way cat, new warm-up. Pierced the resonator and part of the actual downpiping from the back, so needs both cats. What else did it fuck up? Fucked up the exhaust actuator. Some of the frame was damaged, but just subframe. No permanent damage or anything that needed to go to a body shop, so I told him he lucked out on that. And the rubbing noise was the exhaust was bent in just such a way that it was making contact with the drive shaft.
Excellent.
So throw it in neutral, drive shaft stops spinning, noise goes away. So I tell him, I send in, same thing. Here's your quote, send it to your insurance company. He calls me and he goes, well, what am I supposed to do with this? You send it into your insurance company. And he goes, well, why can't you?
Excuse me?
Because I'm not insured by your insurance company.
I'm not the insured driver of this.
Correct. He goes, well, I've already started the claim.
Policy holder.
What's the number?
I'm like, okay. What's the number? He's like, oh, the paperwork's in the car. No paperwork's in the car. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I call Mercury. I'm like, calling. I don't have a claim number. What else can I give you? Last date. Give it to him. There's no claim, sir. Okay. Call back the customer. I called Mercury. There is no claim. Well, that's impossible. Okay. Call them. Start a claim. Let me know, and I'll call back. And he calls back, and he goes, oh, no, there's definitely a claim. And he emails me the claim paperwork. I'm like, okay, whatever. Call Mercury again. I'm like, out of curiosity, when was this claim started? About 17 minutes ago, sir. Okay, that's just, I'm like, thank you. That's just for me. But that's just for me. So I call and I'm like, hey guys, and the weird thing is I'm not sure how he got this, but there was already an adjuster or an appraisal quote on there that somebody had already looked at the vehicle. But when I asked about that, they're all like, we don't know what this is from. I'm like, I hate Mercury.
Previous claim.
I fucking hate Mercury.
I've spoken words about Mercury
Holy
before on the show.
Christ, that is the worst fucking company I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
And yet
So-
I had
Not
such
sponsored.
good luck.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so can you guys send somebody out? And they're like, oh, we'll get a hold of some. And there is one guy. Oh, you'll have to bleep that.
Go on.
There is one guy in our area, one guy that works for Mercury. And he is the oldest, dustiest bastard you'd ever see. And it takes him ages to get out there. And he's super fucking old school. So it's like when you tell him the car needs this. He's like, nah, if it needs like a rim. He's like, no, we're going to resurface that. You don't need to replace it. Or, there's this dent. No, it's fine. It's not the safety of the vehicle. And I'm like, fuck, dude. It's like, I'm not going to call these people and be like, sorry, your car, fuck you. So I've dealt with them before, so I've got that to look forward to. So that's
Good times.
Yeah, that was fun. And then our employee Maria, she was driving
Well,
behind
our coworker.
coworker,
I wish I had employees.
one of the employees we work
you
with.
don't. You honestly don't.
I want the money so bad. I need to buy a house.
Manager Kier, you don't want employees? You don't want to.
Well, he got this new asshole employee recently.
I heard.
He's the angel of the dealership right now. Everybody loves him.
What is not to love?
Give it
Today.
time.
Stop.
And then
What about Maria?
Maria, she was behind a truck and something flew off and it put a hole about that big in her sidewall.
How big is that? Let's see. I can't see it from my angle.
Oh, it's about
About the size of Ali's
it's about
asshole.
1/100th of a giraffe.
It's like baseball size. About 100th
That's
of
for
a
you,
giraffe.
Norm.
Like I said,
Americans will measure in anything other
But
than
the
the
metric
metric system. Yeah, thank you.
But she was saying that she was going about 70. So, I mean, tire went flat instantaneously.
What
And
is,
she
what is
said
that
she-
kilometers per hour?
Yeah. How many freedom units?
So
About
I had,
70.
I had a. Do you guys have your own rentals?
Yes.
So we've got a fleet of
What is that?
rentals.
Yeah.
They're
Loaners,
cars.
rentals.
They're not owners. They're rentals. Somebody's paying for them.
Rental.
Oh.
Rental. What does that mean?
So we have, I think we have 35 in our fleet. We were up to 42. We're down to 35. You know, tough times. Got to lean them out. Got to give them to used cars. Fuck. But we've got this customer that's been the sweetest old lady. She's been coming to us for years and years and years, and she names her car. Well, she named our rental car Jack. She's been in the car for a little bit. We've had some problems with the vehicle, getting it through and getting it diagnosed and getting parts replaced. She has a lifetime plan on the vehicle, so it's
smart woman.
Yeah.
Smart woman.
a little difficult getting things processed quickly. So I get this call early morning. She's like, I just want to let you know I killed Jack.
Oh no!
And I'm like, excuse me?
Squeeze me?
I'm like, what?
And the
I'm
phone
like,
call
are
went
you
right to
okay?
you too.
Yeah, she's got my extension. So she's like, yeah, I apparently I was coming back from the store and then I looked up and there was a truck and I hit the truck.
Oof.
Oh no! But she's okay.
Yeah, I asked her. I said, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Well, when the airbags went off," and I'm like, "Oh my god,
Oh my goodness.
legitimately, she killed Jack." I'm like, "So, are you hurt?" And she's like, "Well, my legs are bruised up. It wasn't the airbag, it was the knee bolster one that blew up at her, but she
What was she driving?
a
Renegade or something?
Yes, it was a Renegade.
Okay.
She really liked that car."
How did you guess that?
Because that's what most of our fleet was for a moment.
okay.
Well, we go from
Because it's a Renegade. That's why.
the cheap
I'm
Renegade all the way up to the Grand Wagoneer.
Yeah.
And there's kind of a few in the middle.
Patriot in there somewhere.
You rent the Wagoneer?
That's reserved for Wagoneer customers. We have
gotcha.
to.
It's a policy.
It's a mandatory. Have to have it.
That's like
You guys have loaners?
that's like the CX90s for us. We're technically supposed to have one available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's cruising along, saw a shiny light, and rear-ended a city truck.
Nice.
Not a lick of damage on the city
I
truck.
bet.
And I said, how bad's the car? And she's like, well, I don't think I can drive it back to you. She's in Corona, by the way.
Oh, fuck. Jesus. Does she live out there?
Yeah. Well, she's of an age.
Fuck.
She's at a certain age group where she lives with their kids.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, I'm going to have to get it towed back.
Yeah.
Call your insurance company, get the claim started, let them know what happened, give me the claim number. I said, is it leaking fluid? So I'm just trying to gauge,
ascertain if you need to.
how bad the damage is. She's like, oh no, it's not. I'm like, okay. The car doesn't total though. It's crazy because the insurance company came out. It's at the body shop right now. And they said the car is not going to get totaled. And I'm like,
wow.
The car's wrecked. I mean, it's legitimately.
All of the airbags went off, or at least all the
frontal
drivers.
airbags, yeah. Windshield's blown out from airbags. The hood smashed. The grill.
Yeah,
The bumper.
lights,
all of that.
Yeah.
And you're expected to sell that at the end of the day. As
That's going to go to auction.
That's going to get
They're not
wholesale.
gonna fucking-
Oh yeah. If I've ever seen a fucking auction car, that's going to be one of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gone.
No, you keep that as a loaner for as long as you can and just keep writing it off until it's like some 100,000 mile 10-year-old loaner.
Your guys' dealer plate needs to say like Jack on it, or
in memory of Jack.
yeah, R.I.P. Jack.
Yeah, R.I.P.
We used to have a yellow Fiat that we'd reserve for those special for the special customers. Like,
Here, you get this one.
go get the yellow Fiat.
Yeah, we've got a loaner for you. No problem.
We got you.
Go over the radio, get the Canary.
I actually have a picture years ago of somebody getting pulled over in our service drive, getting out of the car with the cop standing over him. He got a cell phone ticket at the light, and he kept driving. He pulled right up into the driveway.
Nice.
Oh my god, it was awesome. The look of his face as I'm taking the picture, and the cop standing over him. Oh,
I want to see that.
oh my god,
That's fantastic.
It's the best.
Oh, send that to one of us. I'll edit it and we'll post it.
Oh my god,
on the feed.
it was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Do you have a joke, Eric?
Yeah, you know what else is hilarious?
Eric's jokes.
I like to think so.
They're hilarious.
Thank you.
Hi.
I was alluding to that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about the sound.
Play it. I need to hear it.
No. What did Dr. Frankenstein say about his dog's drool? It's saliva!
My God!
I don't know about that one.
Saliva.
I don't know about that one.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. To bounce off a Kier story super quick, with the, how you've got the Grand Wagoneers for the Wagoneer customers. So they're rentals. They're not loaners. They pay for it. It's not courtesy.
They will not pay for it, but Stellantis will pay us for it.
Okay, fair enough.
If they're in the vehicle, yeah.
So I hate you that you guys have 35. We have 8.
I have
Just so
14
you know, we're a
on
small
Volkswagen.
dealership.
I know.
Not as small as yours.
I want you to know.
Yeah, that's like ridiculous to me.
You're both of our dealerships put together.
Hey, at least
Minimum.
Jake's service drive has more than one lane.
That's true. That's true.
That nobody knows how to follow the fucking arrows. But anyways, so same thing. We've got 2 CX90s. Of course, if I've got a CX90 that's in, and this is a short part of it, but we're supposed to give those out for potential buyers, blah, 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 or we have it if we have one that comes in randomly. Sure enough, I did. Long story short, it needs a air fuel ratio sensor, and it is back ordered till fucking October.
Awesome.
Wow.
And the customer is
no.
fucking pissed.
It's just a check engine light. What the fuck?
She's
Who the fuck cares?
She's
Keep driving.
She's super fucking anal, and she doesn't want to.
Does it have drivability issues or anything like that?
No, it's just a light.
How much is that car?
The CX90, anywhere between like 54 and 68.
When you
Should've
double that
65.
number, they get super bitchy.
I bet. Yeah.
Just to
No.
give you the heads up
No.
on that.
The Grand Wagoneer
Yeah,
customers.
$120,000
Yeah.
Grand Wagoneer, they flip out.
$120,000
I
for
had
that.
no idea they were
It's
that
a nice
expensive.
fucking.
It's a nice fucking
Those
car.
massaging seats.
Yeah,
I
They
haven't
have
sat in one yet.
massaging
Shiatsu.
They do. And waterfall and all sorts of
What?
stuff.
I need to look at this.
It's a beautiful car,
But
absolutely beautiful.
she bitched loud enough that she got to somebody important or somebody that, does their job well. I got an email yesterday sent to me and my service manager going, "We are going to send one from Japan specifically for this customer. Expected at the end of the month."
Wow.
So it's going to hop on a plane just for this lady.
That kind of makes me feel like they don't know what's going on with the car.
They do not, man. It's scaring the fuck out of us.
We received in our first Hornet.
We did?
Well, we actually have had
Is
3.
it at the other lot?
No, they're here.
Oh.
Somewhere.
I want to see them.
They're over where the used cars used to be. And now the used cars are up front.
Oh,
All right,
I wanna see.
since you two assholes decided to hide this team meetup
Tag
from
team.
me, can I see one of these things when you get one at the actual dealership? Can I walk over and take a look at it?
Yes.
I'm not impressed by it at all, but I want to see it in person so that I can laugh at it.
The
Mind
blue
you-
one looks really nice.
I haven't seen them in person. I've only done the online training for them, and from what I was reading and listening to online, I like it.
They have a pretty cool commercial. The commercial's decent, and for for what the car is and for the market, the targeted audience for it,
I
that's
would rock the fuck out of an RT.
It's cute. It drives okay. I mean, it's peppy.
All-wheel drive.
It's transverse engine all-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or if you could get the GT hybrid, The GT plug-in hybrid. It has an electric motor for the rear wheels.
You lost me.
What's a transverse, whatever?
We don't have those yet.
Instead of this, it's like this.
Oh, like this?
Yes, put the headphones closer to the microphone.
Hey, you
She
did
hasn't
it
done it
this
yet.
time.
Yeah, she
I
hasn't
have
done it
not
yet.
done it once.
It's not over yet.
So
Yeah.
you guys want to do the CHP'd?
Oh yeah, that's not warranty.
CHP edition.
Oh, sorry.
It's just abbreviated. It's abbreviated.
So we have a charger get towed in that we put a motor in 7 months ago.
Is that with Scott?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. No, actually, it's not with Scott. It's with his partner from the other division down
The
next county over. No,
what is,
too far.
Hey, what does CHP mean in case someone doesn't know what it means?
California Highway Patrol.
Thank you.
Chips.
So they back then they're like, "Oh, the motor's bad. Replace the motor." Sir, the motors are on back order. They're going to be coming up soon. "Oh, don't worry about that. We'll send you the motor.
From who?
Okay. So a guy pulls up in a car, and they open the trunk, and they proceed to pull out a pretty small crate. It was almost comical that how it all transpired. I'm like, well, apparently that's our motor that we're putting in.
Did he have like a Mary Poppins trunk or something?
It was almost clown car-ish. Like, but it was a Mopar motor, which apparently they had a stockpile of that we couldn't get.
I made the joke where they busted a chop shop.
It's serious.
So they
You want a motor? I got a motor.
they deliver us a motor. We put a motor in. Car leaves. 7 months later, comes back. Just runs horrible. Severe misfire. They don't authorize teardown, so we're like, we need to get into this. So we start. They're dragging their feet. You gotta let us know. We gotta know. I said, well, somebody's got to pay me or authorize to get into this. They finally go around and around and around. We have to get another group involved. Scott jumped in to help facilitate this and make this go quicker. We get authorization on teardown. Oh, we got intermix. Yeah, there's no saving this. We're going to need
Another one.
We're going to need another one. But at that point, they had already sent us one 3 weeks earlier going, there's a motor there for you now. Who's paying me to put this motor in? Where did this motor come from before? I don't understand. So then they send over paperwork from the distributor, which I've never heard of. In jumping through the hoops that I have to do for Mopar, and usually I wouldn't do it, but because I know the situation, the case, I'm trying to walk it through a little bit easier. The people at Mopar don't have a clue who these people are that the motor came from. So now I'm back to, who's paying me to put the motor in? Yes, I have a motor here, but who's going to pay me to put it in? And all the little bits and pieces that go along with it. It's just chaos. Chaos.
Sounds super fun.
So is it warranty or it's not warranty?
That we still don't know.
Oh.
That's not. Oh.
Warranty on whatever company decided to ship an engine to you in the back of some sort of car.
That's maybe warranty.
Possibly, yes.
That could be warranty.
Welcome to our new segment.
Yes, that could be warranty. Mikey, you need to tell a story.
Oh no,
Shut up and tell the story.
I don't have anything on deck right now.
Yes, you do, right there. Assistant to the SM. Shit, you put me on the spot.
Yeah. So my service manager was absent from the office for an entire week. So I got to play service manager for a week, brackets or parentheses, assistant to the
Assistant to the assistant manager.
So I was, we didn't, there were a lot of issues that I had to deal with, and it was okay. And I didn't really need help from anybody other than just like authorization. Like, I'm going to do this for this person.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You're the manager. You're the assistant to the assistant manager.
But it was kind of nice to like, be able to just like kind of oversee everything. My service manager is great. He does a ton of stuff, but it's also nice to see like what his shop would be like without him there. It's just now that instead of being a technician or even just a shop foreman, I'm in a much more crucial role, unfortunately.
Is that a glimmer of hope in your eye? He's his future.
He's like, what the fuck is hope? Yeah.
I'm going to take his job.
No. Oh,
That's what I thought I saw there.
No, I do.
Kenobi.
I do not want that job.
You don't?
No. Good God,
Not
no.
even a little bit?
No, anybody who's a service manager is an idiot. Here, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sign me up.
I like the pain.
Masochist.
He's a
I pay double for that,
masochist.
actually.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? It depends on your crew, because if you have a great crew that trusts you and knows what to do and is just like yes sir or ma'am, or you can have productive conversations between each other.
How's my crew?
That's
Eric?
great. If you don't have a good crew,
ma'am.
They're awesome.
and you're
Right answer.
everybody has a boss, right? Everybody has a boss, right?
Sure.
And if your boss is unreasonable and their boss's bosses' bosses are also equally unreasonable, Kier, I said
professional
silence.
production.
Yeah. Do you not see all the microphones around you?
Press X for doubt.
God, you got your Willy Wonka noises coming across. Anyway, the problem isn't. What are you doing?
I only have one boss. I don't have a boss's boss.
The problem is that I can only be as good as my crew, and I can only be as good as the person that is, in front of me or higher up on the chain than me. And if I have weak links in either side of that, we can only be as good as those two positions.
Bring in your better crew.
Yeah, Eric.
Hello.
Hi. Are you certified?
I am.
For Chrysler.
Damn it.
Amazingly quick at getting that training done.
I knew that was going to be a sore subject.
Well, it doesn't take much to fix one of those things. Ain't
Does
got
it?
no gas in
Oh
it.
God, it does. It does. I don't know. I haven't gotten any normal work yet, so
You have gotten a bunch of used cars, though.
I have. Yeah.
Are you doing used cars or heavy line still, or like what are you
It's
doing over
not
there?
departmentalized. It's bumper to bumper.
Oh, you guys are all bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Beamper to beamper.
You actually kind of like that, if I'm not mistaken.
I like my bumper pressed against.
Okay, and with that,
You saw that coming. There's no fucking way. Jesus.
It's a man's man.
Oh my God. It's time. I didn't even know it was time. Well, I've got one more for the road.
please give us one more joke.
Usually I can guess at least one of them.
Well, there's no guessing on this one. It's just a story, if you will.
Ooh, I love stories.
It's only 3 lines.
Oh,
Short story.
So, the Invisible Man, he went to the doctor, right?
Okay.
And the nurse goes in and tells the doctor, the Invisible Man is here to see you. He goes, well, tell the doctor. The doctor says, well, tell him I can't see him right now.
Hey Mike, can you send us out with that one sound bite that I really want to hear?
No.
Please, please. I need to hear it. Play it right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Michael, I swear to Christ.
Ew.
Do it. Do it.
And with that, we say... Thank you to Travis Ferret from Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products. And
Thank you, Nikki. Nick Lowrich, Macro Tools.
The best.
The best, the best, the best. Also, Milwaukee.
you said that twice.
I said Matco, then Milwaukee.
I heard Milwaukee twice.
Oh, okay.
Did you know he also has Milwaukee tools?
Oh,
Yeah.
Milwaukee Tools.
You know,
and red backs.
and boots that two of the
red backs,
two
yeah.
people are wearing. Are 3 people wearing them?
No.
Also, we'd like to thank Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore with his delicious fine foods.
And Norman Glacier from Twisted Builds.
Follow him at Stovocore
Metal.
_
Oh, wait, that's
a metal. Is that wrong?
No,
Metal.
Metalworks.
Metal work.
Metal.
Did we thank Travis yet?
Yeah, we did. That was the first one.
But he fixed like 2 of my machines last week.
Yeah. How about he fix our pen writing issues?
I'll talk about his excellent customer service next time. Travis Ferris is
Okay.
amazing.
Mr. Travis.
Hey, hook us up with some pens. I'm at Shaver.
He's busy fixing my machines.
You have to believe that.
Oh, my bad. Okay, moving on. Anywho.
Also, I want to let everybody know that you can go ahead and follow us on all the social medias, customerstatespodcast.com. If you want to check out our website, customerstatespodcast.com, or our email, which is customerstatespodcast.com.
At Gmail.
At gmail.com.
This guy.
Womp womp.
Well, I got some of them right.
And with that, we say...
customerstatespodcast.com.
Buy our merch.
Do you want to say bye to the peoples?
Bye, peoples.
Do you love them?
Love you.
There we go.
I do.
Love
Thank you
you.
guys so much for listening. It makes it worth it. We love you.
We love you.
We wouldn't do it without you.
We just get together and sit around a table, how it all began, and not get paid. Not that we really get that much paid now, but anyways, love you.
Get that much paid now. Bye.
You know what I mean?
We don't get paid. We don't get much that paid now.
That's like a
I'm channeling Yoda.
Get that much paid now. Money, me need money now.
I'm very
JG
spoken.
Wentworth.
877 cash now. I know that one.
I have an annuity.
I don't know why that was so funny.
I've got an annuity. Would you like to see?
Yes, I do.
Hi, this is Mike Serra from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.